suggested to Abu Bakr that I think we should compile the Quran and make it one book instead of leaving it scattered all over for fear of distortion. And that this was accepted because it was a good idea. So therefore, the Quran was compiled in one book. Not only that, the letters originally were without dots. But because many people who are non-Arabs entered Islam, cannot read letters without, first of all, being connected. Secondly, without indicating the signals, the dots. So they decided to put dots, sometimes below the letters, sometimes above the letters. When you have F, in order to distinguish F from Qaf, you have to put one dot on top of the letter. That is with regard to the Arabs in the East. But the Arabs in Maghreb, to Senegambia and others, so indicating a dot on top of a letter means Qaf. So if you want to Fi, so you just put one dot below the letter. If you put it that way, you take it to the Arabs in the East, they can hardly read it. So all these dots were provided in order to distinguish, between the letters and get them connected also so that everybody would be able to read it. So when they talk about the innovation, tell them innovation has taken place even with the Holy Quran after the departure of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then, as you rightly said, that Arabic is a language which has brought peoples together. Anybody who embraces Islam, it is very important for him or for her to learn something about Arabic, to add it to the other pieces of knowledge that he may have gathered. So Islam, Malik, has come to West Africa. It has come to West Africa, to Senegambia, even for Sudan, through the Berber traders who used to travel and cross the Sahara into the north in 1000 BC, before Christ. They were the very ones also who introduced Islam to North Africa and then to the Gambia before Sudan. So it was in the 11th century when Futa Toro was converted to Islam. And through those people, Islam was brought far into the West, Senegambia area, through those traders. Then Islam has been introduced into West Africa, Senegambia area, through peaceful means, through the traders without use of any force. Then Islam has brought peoples together from Masina, Bambuk Jaha, up to Senegambia area, gradually including other areas like Nigeria. You talk about Nigeria, Usman Danfodio,
in northern Nigeria,
Sokoto. So we have some other learning centers, Islamic learning centers, which we will make mention of later in the program.
Allow me to just very quickly go to Haji Muhammad Lamin Samugasama. You have been at the AU, before that the OAU, and of course you played a very significant role there. Arabic was very, very important at the AU. Could you tell us how important was it?
Well, Alhaji Malik Jones, Arabic has always been very, very important in the politics of the OAU and later the AU, to the extent that any meeting, small or big, cannot be conducted without the use of Arabic, both the translated documents and interpretation. If you want any meeting to succeed or otherwise, you will just have to take care of that aspect of within the broad preparations you are making for the meeting. Arabic is still very, very important in, well, you take into account that all the North African countries are Arabic speaking, and then you have the Sudan, you have Egypt, and other countries. Libya in the north, of course. And in fact, Libya, they used to be even fanatical about it. They can stop a meeting just in the middle of it for, as a mark of protest for a few documents being missing in Arabic. Everything has to be translated. And that situation has not changed. It still obtains.
The Maghreb countries were very important in the African Union, or AU, not only because they bankrolled most of the budget of the AU, but they were very, very important.
Yeah, they are, but what you have just mentioned is a very important aspect of things here. Bankrolling the activities of the organization. Actually, you take a country like Libya or Algeria. These are among the major contributors to the OAU and now the AU. In fact, you have what they call the big countries, and they are considered to be among them. Just because, and in fact, not only that, their seriousness with AU, or I can say continental issues, and the cause, the African cause, is such that they can only be treated as very, very important member states.
We'll come back. We'll come back very shortly to the rise of revolutions. They call the Arab Spring very shortly, and how it has affected the AU. I'm sure with the demise of Gaddafi, who used to really pump in a lot of money in the AU, the Arab Spring may or may not affect bankroll in the AU. But we'll come back very shortly to that. Let me just come to Alhaji Keba Jan, who, of course, has a master's degree in linguistics from the Khartoum University, and is an Arab educationist, of course, in post-independent Gambia. The coming of Islam to this Senegambia area has also created a lot of welfare for the people of this area, because when you look at the Gambia and you look at Senegal, not much people had access to conventional education like the British type of education. Almost a lot of people were literally educated in Arabic.
Well, that's correct, Malik. Before the independence, Malik, you know, the entire development of Arabic education in this country was in the hands of the Daras. And then after independence, then government of the day decided that hence majority of Gambians are Muslims, and then majority of them can communicate to each other through the Arabic script. They can write letters in Mandinka through Arabic script and so on, and Wolof and other languages. Then the independent Gambia decided to make this education be introduced to all schools.